giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators offense will get the first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Going for it all. Makes a catch at the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So Mississippi State's offense will go to work for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
He did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Fires left. Grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. It's Wilson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. It's complete. And it will score. Touchdown, Gators.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Mississippi State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And back in the day, you used to line up, and your tight end was a blocker, and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And he puts through the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Drills him with the stiff arm. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level. And with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
The Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. The snap to the up man, they'll fake it. Shows him the stiff arm. And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the first down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Florida!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Dropping back, it's Shapen. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Sturdivant.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. The best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football.
He wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. The Gators come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Turning it on! He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. A little screen to the running back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. And the returner will be brought down. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to keep it in the air. This one's complete. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Florida! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Shapen. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to sneak it. Oh, it's a fumble. Bounced right back to them.
Good away. The offense,
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now.
29 Philly.
Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a... Oh, they block it! He's got the ball, and it's live!
And, man, did you see that defender climb the ladder? How high did he jump to block that field goal? That was amazing.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Sends it back in motion. To throw, it's Lagway. Throws to the tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's fourth down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. And the returner will be dragged down. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. The throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it on the outside. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Line is set on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get...
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And the Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Gonna take a shot, and they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Catch in the middle, it's Sturtevant. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Grabs it inside the 15. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Mississippi State, 7.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Rush is on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Here's the pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not a very good punt there. No doubt the pressure had an impact. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. To the air, it's Lagway. Gonna take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Ball. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Caught close to the marker, it's Sturdivant. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Fires to the middle. The sure hands, it's Jackson. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. This time they'll go to the running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Looking for the goal line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success, these guys...
Touchdown, Florida! The offense cashing it in on that drive. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pocket breaking down. Pressure coming. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front.
Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
All right, let's go return, guys. You've got to do a better job with ball security. You know these coverage unit teams, they got 50-yard runs at you. They're coming in with a big head of steam. If you're not making a miss, you've got to have 2 hands on the ball.
And the Gators are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to... He wants to go deep. He's got it. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now the play fake. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Back to pass, it's Shapen. Bringing the heat. He's going to take off. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Shapen. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. This offense has it with really good field position. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Under fire. Snagged in the middle, it's Thompson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it. Unleashes one deep. Go to the end zone. It's picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Unloads it downfield. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give to the left. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Shapen. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
Man, that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another